Hello friends. Today I'll be taking you through some special scenarios in SAP REFX. So these are the two scenarios I'll discuss in this video today. I have received a few people asking me to make a video on how do we handle this change in any lease condition. There could be some revision in your lease installment payment. How do we handle that part? Similarly, another scenario was like if there is a premature surrender of the lease contract. So, what system behavior will be, how the asset will be adjusted, and so on. I've created this video to run through both these scenarios. For revision of lease contract conditions, so this is the hypothetical data I have taken. I'm saying lease start date is 1st of April 22 to 31st of March 25, and lease installment is INR 10,000 rupees per month. And then I have this 7% interest rate. And from 1st of October 22, I am saying my installment payment gets revised from 10,000 to 11,000 rupees. Change in lease condition can be for any reason. So I'm not going to talk on that part because that's outside SAP purview. So first I'll create a normal lease contract with the 1st April 22 to 31st of March 25 validity date, with 10,000 rupees my rental amount, monthly lease amount in the condition tab. And after that, I'll assign the 7% interest rate in my valuation relevance tab, and then I'll do the valuation. So system will post this ROU asset with the net present value, and simultaneously it will also post to the lease liability account. And here we can see the cash flow. So 10,000 rupees each month we are paying. So once the normal contract is created and posted, now I'll do the revision in my condition. So to start with, first I need to go to the condition tab, and there I need to restrict it. I'm saying that my condition lease condition gets revised from 1st of October 22. So what I'll have to do in this valid from field, I have to make it, I have to restrict it first. So restrict it to 30th of September 22. So this amount payment is valid until this date. After that, I need to create a new condition. So click on this plus sign, and then you have to add validity date from 1st of October 22 and the new lease amount 11,000. So new condition you add with INR 11,000 with the validity date of 1st of October 22. After that, we have to go to valuation parameters, and we need to create a new time slot. So to create a new time slot, you see this small button. So click on that, and then this new field will come. And after that, you can enter the new time slot details. So valid from date, consideration start date, interest rate. In my example, interest rate is constant, so I have not changed it. And now you can see the revised cash flow. So cash flow up to September is 10,000, and from October onwards it becomes 11,000. And when I will do the valuation, so system will try to post additional amount in my ROU asset 27,575 on account of this 1,000 increase in my lease installment. And similarly, this amount will also be posted to my lease liability account. So here you can see the asset posting coming when we do the valuation posting for the contract, and the lease installment 11,000 is getting also posted to the vendor account, the revised lease installment amount. So what I'll do, I'll also take you through the SAP transaction screen, and we can run through this scenario quickly. So I'll come here, I'll create a new contract. Contract start date, end date, 31st March, profit center, and all these details. Okay. So I give the name revision in contract conditions or lease condition. Then I go to objects. Cost center, come to conditions, and I'll give the lease installment amount. Then go to valuation parameters. Interest rate 7%, and I'll fill the asset number through internal numbering assignment. So new asset number will be assigned. See here, and now I'll mark the rule complete and save it. So system has posted a new asset number, and now I'll do the valuation. So let's see the cash flow first. So we have this 10,000 rupees installment until 31st of March 25. So total 360,000. Now I'll do the valuation posting. So as you can see, ROU asset will be posted with 325,000. And now I'll save it. Let's post the valuation. So I'll post the valuation up to September. Simulate. Oops, I have not activated the contract. I'll again do the posting of valuation. So valuation is getting posted along with interest and lease installment amount. So we can see here 6 installments are coming here because my contract is starting from April and I am posting up to September. So all those which are valid up to September are getting posted. So I'll go back and remove the simulation and do the update run. So now contract has been posted. So we can see all these accounting document is coming. So we'll just quickly check the asset accounting document. So asset is getting posted with posting key 70, 325,000. I'll go back to the contract now. So as I mentioned, we need to first, go to the conditions and put a end date. So this 10,000 is valid until 30th of September. So I'll put the restrictions and then I'll add one new conditions. And the valid from date will become 01/10/22 and installment amount is 11,000. Now I go to parameters tab, valuation parameters. So here, as I was saying, click on this button and a new time slots becomes available. So we will fill the time slot and that's it. So now we'll mark the rule complete and then save it. So if I take you to the valuation now, so let's see the first cash flow. So as you can see, 10,000 has become now 11,000. So total amount to be paid is now 390,000 rupees. And now I'll post the, sorry, I didn't execute the valuation. So I'll execute the valuation first. And we can see here, new asset line is coming up with 27,575.01. So this is addition to my asset. So one new valuation has been created. So now we will post the valuation. This time posting will be on up to in October. So we can see here system is going to post additional amount in asset accounting, 27,000. Asset is debit. So I'll remove the simulation and then post it. Update run. So we can see here asset is debit and ROU asset clearing credit, and similarly we can check lease liability. So lease liability is credited with the equivalent amount and ROU asset clearing debited. So this GL account gets knocked off, and finally we will have asset debit, lease liability credit. So this is how you will achieve any revision in your lease conditions contract. So now I'll go back to the PPT. So this is the second scenario I spoke about earlier. So premature surrender of lease contract. So a lease contract we need to terminate prematurely because of any business reason. So I'm not going to again discuss on this line. Business reason could be anything. So this is my hypothetical data. I keep the same validity date initially, 1st April 22 to 31st March 25 with same amount, 10,000 per month. However, I am saying I want to terminate this contract from 1st of November 22. So my last lease payment will be 31st of October 22. So I'll create the lease contract like we did for the previous scenario, normal lease contract with the 10,000 installment and 7% interest rate. All other things remain constant. And as you can see, we posted the valuation of same amount 325,000 because period and these installment remains same. Here also you have the 6 installment payments and 6 interest. Now what we have to do, yeah, we have to go to the this first tab, and here you have to restrict the contract end date to 31st of October. So once you do that, system will you will also have to create a new time slot that we'll discuss separately. And once you run the valuation, so system will try to create a negative amount in your ROU asset for from November until 31st March 25. So equivalent amount will be credited here. So net asset will be this much only. So this is what I'm saying here. Change the end date of contract to 31st October. Then you create a new time horizon with effect from 1st of October, since we have done the last posting up to September. And then you create a new valuation and system will post reversal of ROU asset. So this is the accounting entry you will have. ROU asset clearing is getting debited and ROU asset is getting credited for the amount of contract after the termination date. So as usual, let me take you to SAP screen. This looks quite straightforward. However, there are certain backend configuration and some setup you will need. However, once you have done that, then it becomes very straightforward for the end user. So I'll give a test premature closure of contract. That's the name. I again do the same exercise. Create a contract first. Add a new condition. This is the lease rental amount. I add the rule 7% interest, and then I fill the asset number. Finally, I mark the valuation rule as complete and then save it and activate the contract. After that, I'll do the valuation. So, I get the valuation of 325,000, which is net present value of 360,000 for 7% interest rate. And then that's it. So now I'll do the posting of valuation. So I'll post it on 30th September. I'll go back and remove the simulation and update run. So new asset got posted with 325,000. Same what we saw earlier. So asset is debit and my ROU asset clearing is credited. So now what I'll do, I'll go back to the contract. This is the 250, 200. Let me go back completely. $253. Change mode. And as I mentioned in the first step itself, I'll restrict the contract up to 31st October 22. And then if you come to conditions tab, here you can see system has automatically restricted this contract up to 31st October 22. Then go to valuation parameters and we will say end of usage of ROU is also 31st October 22. Now we will add a new time horizon and give this valid date. This is a very critical point, valuation behavior. So system will post absolute difference and mark the rule complete and save it. Now when we go to valuation and we can see, let's see first the cash flow. So you can see cash flow is now only up to 31st October 22. Let me execute the valuation first. So we can see here now system is going to post negative amount in the asset. Now I'll do the valuation posting. So here we can see, so my asset is getting credited and ROU asset clearing is getting debited, and similarly my lease liability is debited and ROU asset clearing is credited. So I'll do the update run. Yep, it's done now. So now that's done and we can go back to the contract. So that's all, friend. This is how we will complete the process of posting this amount, negative asset amount and all. So hope it gives you the information you were looking for these two different scenarios in REFX. One was like how do we achieve revision in lease condition, and second was premature surrender of the lease contract. If you have any additional comment or if you need any help, feel free to contact me on this number or email ID. Thank you so much.